Come on, look at that baby. You folks, keep watching Western State Sports. This is your man.
I got him.
Hi, I'm Ken Baney from WesternStateSportsman.com by Dave Langston. Today I want to give you a look at some of the tools that you can use this year that will help you out when you're out in the woods looking for that elusive whitetail. One that I find very effective and has come through for me many a times is Trophy Ridge's Whisker Biscuit. This thing has helped me out so much I can't tell you how important it is, especially if you're a spot stalker. You put your arrow in there, you're walking, you don't have to worry about it banging around, you don't have to worry about it falling off the rest. It's there. And, you know, even when you're drawing back, you're concentrating on the shot, not concentrating on holding the arrow on the rest. Something a lot of people don't know, and I've had this question a lot of times, if you see this little black piece at the bottom, that's to stabilize your arrow. That piece is hard, so you want your feathers to go on either side of that when it goes through. Now, I've heard many stories, you know, it slows the bow down. I'm sure it does. I don't have any problem getting arrow flight. You can shoot a deer with a stick bow. I'm sure this ain't going to kill us. But, you know, it saves you a lot of time, especially if you're running a camera. It'll help you out a lot when you're drawing back. You don't have to worry about that. It takes that right out of the scenario. You draw back, put the sight on, you're looking at it. You hit your release, and it's done. Check it out. Try out the Trophy Ridge Whiskers Biscuit. I'm sure you'll be pretty pleased with it. The next thing I want to bring to your attention is the Buck Roar by Primos. This thing is awesome. All the products I'm showing you have been successful for me. I'm sure they've been successful for other people. But this thing here is awesome. On top, you got the grunt wheeze. And it has a little compass on it. Now, I have chased away some smaller bucks. You know, this is a dominant buck call. So if you're hunting a dominant buck, this call is good for you. It comes with a great strap. You can put it around your neck, tuck it in after you're done calling. But I'll tell you what, I'm really pleased with this call. I have had no problems with it in the winter. I haven't had it freeze up. I'm not saying it's not going to. We get some pretty cold winters up here in Pennsylvania. But it's definitely worth looking into. The next thing I want to show you is the bag by Night and Hail. And let me tell you something. I don't think you'll be disappointed with this. We all remember the days of walking in the woods, had antlers either hanging off our backpack clanging, or we tried to jam them in our backpack. But now they got it right here in a little bag. You can't beat it. It's got a little strap here, so when you're walking, seals them together, keeps them quiet. There is a difference in the sound. I don't think the deer know the difference, because I'll tell you, I've called deer in with this. And when you start ringing this sucker, the bucks are going to come in looking for 2 bucks fighting. Something you might want to check out. The next product we have, I probably don't even have to tell anybody what it is, but I know a lot of people don't have it in their bag. And that would be the Thermacell. This Thermacell, especially September and October, will keep the mosquitoes away from you. It's a very simple procedure. You take the bottom off, you put the fuel inside, screw it in, put the bottom back on, and then light it. I do recommend you do it as soon as you get your tree stand, because you know that's a loud click. But I'm telling you, I've put it in my backyard by a trail cam, lit it up, and I've had bucks come in and feed right next to it. They didn't seem to be affected by it, so this is definitely a tool that I carry in my bag, and I'm tired of getting bit by mosquitoes. Grab yourself one, they're real cheap. next thing, the original can. This little thing here, if you do not have it in your bag during the rut, I don't know what to tell you. If there's a buck in your area and he's excited and he's looking for a doe, this will bring it in. And I'm telling you, when it happens fast. When you use this can, don't have your bow hanging on a tree. Put it in your hand, let 3 go, and put it in your pocket and be ready, because when it happens, it's going to happen. The buck's going to come running in. This thing, I got all 3 of them. They got 3 cans, real large one for long distance, but this one right here, the original, is my favorite. And I'm telling you, you've got to have this in your bag. Primos did something when they brought this into the market. I love this can, and I won't go into the woods without it. The next thing I want to bring to your attention here is something that I love. My release. I've been shooting a release now 3 years, 2 or 3 years, and I went through a few when I first changed over. I was shooting instinctive, and a buddy of mine told me to try out True Fire. I have had no problems with this release. Everything is smooth about it. I mean, it's sleek looking. It fits on your wrist well. I've never had a problem with the trigger. Just as soon as you touch it, your arrow's gone. You shouldn't have to think about it. When you're hitting that trigger, it should surprise you. And True Fire, in all their products, has that for you. If you're shooting with a release and you're having problems with it, please look these guys up. I mean, it's an incredible release, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you'll be happy that you have it on your wrist, especially when that big buck walks up under your stand. The next product I'm going to tell you about is one I do not leave the house without, and that is the Muzzy MX3 or MX4. This broadhead has revolutionized carbon arrow 3-vein shooting. It shoots so beautifully out of my bow. It's just ridiculous. I hear a lot of people complain, because they tried to put the older Muzzies that were bigger on their arrows and they were flying everywhere. That's what's going to happen. They were built for aluminum arrows. This thing here, and I'm telling you, it goes through the bone. It lives up to its name, bad to the bone. I couldn't be any more happier with this. I've hit deer in every bone with this, and I'm telling you, it does the job. I've never had a blood trail problem. I mean, I've heard stories, but you know how stories are, especially in the mountains. Tell one story here on the mountain, on that mountain over there, it's totally different, so I don't know. But I think if you try this, you'll be really impressed with what it can do. It's an incredible broadhead, and I use them over and over again. I can't tell you how many deer I've shot with one Muzzy. So when you're looking for a new broadhead, check out Old Reliable. The last tool I'm going to tell you about, we all have a smartphone. Well, most of us. This here's the Droid X, and the biggest app I use on this, which is free, is Radar Now. This thing lets me know when I look up at the top of the mountain, I see that dark cloud coming, if there's something behind it I need to worry about. It gives you a minute by minute, or half hour by half hour movement of the cloud. You see it moving there, and I'm telling you, it is a fabulous tool to have. It's kept me dry, especially having video. If you got a video that can't get wet, it'll give you a heads up, cover it up or put it away, one or the other. But that's not the only thing you can do. It has other apps, and I'm sure there's way more than I know about. Time to Hunt. That's also for free. Time, number 2, hunt. It gives you the best time to hunt, the best time in the woods, best feeding time. Check it out. I've watched it. The days it said I wouldn't see too much feeding, I didn't see too much feeding. The days it said I would, I've seen a lot. I'm not saying it can't be wrong, but it helps. It gives you a little more confidence when you're in a tree stand. Well, I hope some of this helped you. I appreciate you watching this. Thank you, Dave Langston, for having me. Hope to see you in the woods. This is Ken Baney with www.westernstatesportsman.com. Take care. While I'm doing this product review, I just got a phone call from Craig Mann, also a pro staff for westernstatesportsman.com and a charter boat captain in Destin, Florida. Say hi to everybody, Craig.
Hey everybody, how are you? Glad to Glad to have your attention, man.
All right, Craig, you take care.
That's a typical fish out of American Falls. Big old rainbow.
Yep.
And we're gonna get after it. One more. All we need is one more big one.
Yeah.
On the end of your rod.
That'd be nice.
That would be.
Baby got himself a nice fish on.
Nice.
Here. Come back here a little. Got a little sun a little bit from up here. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a good one. Oh yeah, that's a good size fish. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. Yeah, it's a rainbow. Oh, it's in the next pick off. Yep.
Alrighty, back to fishing.
Okay.
Business.